Here at the Double A Somerset Patriots, Steven Cusumano joined alongside Yankees catcher and infield prospect Rafael Flores. Raf, it's great to have you here, and congrats on what's been just a great season so far.
Appreciate it, man. I love being here.
Well, we want to tell your baseball story because you're a guy that was non-drafted, you were unranked as a prospect, and you're enjoying really breakout success at the professional level these last 2 years. So let's start from the beginning. Take us through a young kid growing up in Anaheim. What was a young Rafael Flores like?
I was definitely an outdoors kid. I was always a kid throwing the ball against the wall. My house was on a main street, so I just had constant struggle having to chase the ball across the street, and just that was my life. I was always outside, just very outdoorsy kid. That's really it.
And the fun for you is that you actually, despite growing up in California, you grew up a Cubs fan because of your favorite player growing up, who was eventually a Yankee.
Yeah, Alfonso Soriano. That guy's swing is legendary. I grew up mimicking it. I grew up watching him, and it was just awesome. I love that guy. I was always looking at guys that were similar to me, and I feel like he just has long levers, and he just knows how to swing a long bat, and I mean, he was successful at it. A lot of big league time.
Well, fast forwarding a little bit to your time at JUCO, you got out of high school, and a lot of guys that come out of JUCO kind of have a chip on their shoulder. And for you, coming out of there 2 years, going non-drafted, how did that background kind of groom the way you've had kind of a certain work ethic and mentality going into professional baseball?
I just feel like coming from where I'm from, and especially like you said, being a JUCO guy, you get underlooked a lot. You have a bunch of guys going D1. I played travel ball for many years, and a bunch of guys around me were going to big D1 schools, and I'm over here going to JUCO. So it's just it kind of flipped a switch in my head where it's I have to bust my tail a lot harder than a lot of these guys because I'm very underlooked, and that kind of just drove my whole career, really.
Well, you got a lot of looks on you when you were playing in the Alaskan Baseball League, which I think was the summer of 2022.
Yeah.
First of all, what was it like living in Alaska?
It was honestly, it was amazing. It was just a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I was on base. I had a host family, just a lot of military background over there, but I loved it. I saw my first moose. It was awesome.
And then playing in the Alaskan Baseball League, what was that experience like?
It was great. I know we traveled a lot, so that was definitely surprising. I thought we were going to stay local, but I got to play in Seattle. I got to play in Canada. It was awesome. I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly.
And coming out of that time, you went undrafted, as I mentioned before. Tell us the story of when you got the call from the Yankees, who you were with, where you are, all those little details.
So I was in my host family's house. We were hanging out. It was after a game, so I had time to watch the whole draft. And my name didn't get called. And for 5 minutes after the draft, I'm like, dang, this isn't going to work out. And then, boom, I got a call by my scout, Dave Keith. And he's like, hey, you want to play pro baseball? And I said, heck yeah, I do. And that's how it happened, really.
And looking ahead to where you've gotten now, a couple years inside your time with the Yankees organization, what has it been for you? What has made you be able to go out there and perform every day? Who have been some of the main influences that have helped you put yourself really on the map here?
Honestly, I mean, one of the biggest things that I've learned a lot is just being able to focus. I feel like everybody in this org is here for your benefit. Everybody's here to help you out. I love Kevin. Kevin's been my guy for a while now. He's a great hitting coach, and I just feel like it's about establishing relationships with the guys that are around you year-round, and I feel like I've been successful at that, and I mean, it's showing on the field. I feel like I've been very consistent, and it's just been working out. I love it here.
Well, one guy I know you do have a relationship with, because I've seen you wearing the batting gloves, Jose Trevino, who's actually going to be here in Somerset on a rehab assignment. Take me through when you first met him and how that relationship sort of developed between the two of you.
Yeah, so I kind of got lucky because he was staying in the same apartment complex in spring training, and I kind of ran into him one time, and we first started off playing ping pong a lot, and I just smoked him at that, and then we kind of just started getting competitive, and then it just became a friendly relationship. It was really cool, and we've been getting close ever since. I feel like I can ask him anything, and he'll always have an answer for me just because he's a big leaguer, man. He's got the experience, he's got all the answers and stuff, and so he's the man.
And he's one of many, many talented catchers, a platinum glover in this organization. When you look around you and you see coming up, you see the likes of Austin Wells, Ben Rice, Carlos Narvaez, and you're just with those guys during spring training. What has that been like to just kind of hone each other's talents by kind of working hard amongst each other?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a visual learner, so I learn by watching those guys, and I can say I've learned a lot just by literally just watching them. Wells, he's so talented behind the plate. He's a really good receiver. Rice is a nasty receiver. He can also swing it. All these guys are just awesome to watch, and It's just awesome, honestly.
And at the end of the day, of course, the goal is for you to get up there in the Bronx and share a uniform and a team with those guys. What would it mean to you to suit up in the pinstripes at Yankee Stadium one day?
It would be so awesome. There's not even enough words to like explain the emotion I would feel, and just like it would just be so overwhelming. So obviously, dream come true.
Well, Ralph, thanks so much. This has been an awesome conversation, and best of luck with continued success this year.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.